Chapter 1, Lord of All People. You are listening at novelful.audio. Brain Storage Place. Search TWKN on Google. As a new author, this book is a brainless and refreshing article. Diamond suit, diamond suit, diamond suit. Don't focus on details, don't focus on logic. Lao Zhang, there are only a few days until the open beta of National Lords. I heard that this game was jointly promoted by the United Nations headed by the 5 good people. Look at the overwhelming number of GGs now. Let's play together then. Let's talk about it then. To play National Lords, buying the cheapest virtual helmet requires 10,000 Huaxia coins, not to mention the more luxurious virtual warehouse. The hard-working office workers are a bit reluctant to buy it. Ha 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 ha, why can't I give up? Yesterday I took out all my savings and booked a game warehouse with a price of 100,000. It can be delivered to my home in the evening. After a few days of testing, I will resign and work full-time in the future. Players, let's go and dominate the world. I really envy you, who can feed one person and the whole family is not hungry. Like me, there are seniors and juniors, and the most they can afford is a 10,000 yuan helmet, and they have to ask for permission when they get home. Zhu Zhao was a little confused listening to the conversations that came from time to time in his ears. Lord of all people. Virtual helmet. Game warehouse. Why does it feel so familiar? Where have you heard that? Just when Zhu Zhao was thinking about writing sister, Zhang Long pushed Zhu Zhao's arm, pushing his messy thoughts back to reality. Brother Zhu, let's play together in the open beta of National Lords. Weren't you very good at playing games before? Take me with you. Just such a sentence made Zhu Zhao wake up instantly. He looked around. This was the company where he worked 5 years ago. The laptop screen on the desk in front of him was displaying the plan he had made for the client. At this moment, this scene gradually restored Zhu Zhao's buried memory. He remembered that this was a few days before the launch of the National Lord server, and it was also the biggest order he had received since starting work. I have to finish the plan today, and I will go on a business trip with my boss tomorrow to win this project. Am I reborn? Back to a few days before the launch of the Lords of All People test. In order to confirm his suspicion, Zhu Zhao quickly took out his mobile phone that had been set to vibrate from his pocket and unlocked the screen, which showed August 29, 2123. In other words, he was really reborn, and he was reborn a few days before the launch of the Lords of All People test. If memory serves me correctly, the open beta of National Lords is September 1st, which means there are still 3 days left. Thinking of this, Zhu Zhao felt an unconcealable excitement in his heart. I used to regret that I entered the national lordship a few months late. I have been thinking, if I could do it all over again, I would choose Li Bai. No, it would be great if I could do it all over again. Unexpectedly, it was finally my turn. It's finally my turn this time, right? Ha 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 ha. Before Zhu Zhao could continue his colleague Zhang Long interrupted his fantasy. Brother Pig, are you suffering from hysteria again? The corners of your mouth are grinning to the sky. Do you want to be the god of war with a crooked mouth? I want to ask you something. The public beta of National Lords, will you take me to play with you? Let's talk about it then. National Lords is different from other games. As soon as Zhu Zhao finished speaking, another annoying voice came over. What are you playing for? You know how to fish at work every day. Have you completed this month's results? How much money do you make? What do you do for fun? After saying this, the annoying manager probably felt a little thirsty, so he unscrewed the thermos cup, took a sip of tea, took another sip, and continued to speak with some mockery. Even the cheapest virtual helmet costs 10,000 yuan to access the Lord's equipment. After excluding food, clothing, housing and transportation, how much money do you have left in a month? How many months do you have to save to afford it? Hearing these extremely sarcastic words, the colleagues around him also stopped talking and lowered their heads in shame. There was nothing they could do. People are poor and have short ambitions. If it weren't for the pressure of life, who would be willing to suffer this anger here? You bitch, what did you say? Zhang Long stood up first and yelled back. In fact, this job is dispensable for Zhang Long. After all, his family is considered to have a small amount of assets. The manager glanced at Zhang Long with a sneer upon hearing this. What, am I right? Fuck you. Zhang Long wanted to continue scolding him, but was stopped by Zhu Zhao. A wild dog rushes to bite you. There is no need to think about biting it. In this case, you should beat it to death with a stick. After saying that, Zhu Zhao began to look around for the guy who could take advantage of him. I have long disliked this manager. He just relies on his connections to find something to do every day. In the past, life was forced and I had no choice but to endure it and get over it. Now the national lords are about to start. With your own foresight, are you still worried that you will not succeed? The more I think about it, the angrier I get. The more I think about it when I step back, the more I lose. Take this opportunity to deal with him to relieve the anger he has suffered in the past few years. The colleagues around him also suppressed laughter when they heard this. When the manager heard Zhu Zhao say this, he felt as if he had been greatly insulted. He walked up to Zhu Zhao angrily and stared at Zhu Zhao condescendingly. Who are you calling a dog? Say it again if you dare. Zhu Zhao was a little funny. He had never heard such a mean request in his life, but he actually liked to have others call him a wild dog. Zhu Zhao grabbed the back of the office chair with one hand and stood up slowly. A pair of deep, cold eyes stared at the manager, as if he was going to pick up the office chair in his hand and smash it. The manager just reacted, and cold sweat ran down his back. He saw a pair of vicissitudes, deep, cold, and murderous eyes. Yes, it was a murderous look, as if he would really be killed by the man in front of him in the next moment. This was what Zhu Zhao had trained in the last life in the Universal Lord for 5 years. In 5 years, he killed countless monsters and thousands of people, if not 10,000. Don't forget that this game is a simulation and virtual, and there is no difference between it and the real world. What's more, this game is more than just a virtual game. The manager instantly became scared and sat down on the chair next to him, not daring to look directly into Zhu Zhao's eyes. At this moment, another somewhat cold voice came. Manager Wang, watch your mouth. If it happens again, no matter who is behind you, you will pack up and leave. The person who spoke at this moment was called Meng Han. She is one of the bosses of this company. The order that Zhu Zhao is currently working on was given by her. She is dressed in a professional outfit, looks very beautiful, and has a somewhat cold temperament, which makes her look like a strong woman in the workplace. Manager Wang looked at the person who came in the direction of the voice. His fat body sitting on the chair trembled a little, and his eyes were full of fear. He couldn't afford to offend this woman. Although Manager Wang also had a backer in the company, if he really angered this woman in front of him, he would have to pack up and leave. Meng Han didn't pay much attention to Manager Wang, but said to Zhu Zhao, "Come with me to the office." Manager Wang couldn't help muttering as he looked at the two people who walked into the office. Isn't it just that he is younger, taller, thinner, and more handsome than me? Bah, a pretty boy who can only rely on women. In the office, Meng Han, sitting on the sofa, looked at Zhu Zhao with affection in his eyes. Have you finished the plan? You should follow me to meet the client tomorrow. Zhu Zhao looked at Meng Han with a dazed look. Ahem, she is indeed Aunt Meng. After 5 years, I saw Meng Han again and she was still as stunning as ever. Although she was called Aunt, it was a joke. In fact, there was not much difference in age. One was born in 2099 and the other was born in 2101, but it felt like a century apart. That's why she often joked about calling her Aunt Meng. Only Zhu Zhao dared to call her this. Meng Han was his senior sister. Zhu Zhao accidentally saved Meng Han once during college. The plot was a bit cliched, but it never got outdated. Those who understand will understand after that. Chapter 2: Make a slingshot and shoot at your glass. You are listening at novelfull.audio. When it comes to business trips, Zhu Zhao can't help swallowing his saliva, and his imagination runs wild again. In his previous life, the business trip was very smooth, and the two celebrated a little in the hotel, but there was a little accident in the middle. I don't know whether it was because of happiness or long plan. Anyway, both of them drank a little too much and got a little drunk. Then, everyone knows, the next day, after the two woke up, although the man had feelings and the concubine had intentions, Zhu Zhao was too proud to suffer, afraid of being accused of being a gigolo. After all, the gap between their status was too big, and the Xia Guomeng family was not something he could afford, so he quit his job and went far away. Even the commission and salary for this order were not paid. This was the money he was going to use to buy the helmet of the Lord of the People. After all, he had just started working for a short time and had no money. The main point was to suffer. This also prevented Zhu Zhao from entering the Lord of the People in the first place. By the time Zhu Zhao had saved enough money for the virtual helmet, it was already 2 months after the public beta. One step behind. At that time, most of the opportunities in the early stage of Universal Lords had been discovered by players and major families. After Zhu Zhao entered the game, he could only become an ordinary player. As for the next few years, he never met Meng Han again, and this was also the deep regret and remorse that Zhu Zhao had buried in his heart for the next 5 years. Such a situation will never happen again in this life. What's wrong with the big gap in status? With his foresight, he can make a career in Universal Lords, and even, after all, this is not just a simple virtual game. Why are you staring at me? I asked you how the plan is going. You look at me like this, do you want to? Meng Han was stared at by Zhu Zhao, and she was a little shy, so she couldn't help asking a question. Hearing this question, Zhu Zhao knew that she might have misunderstood, but there was no explanation, and the regret of the previous life would not be repeated. What's wrong with being a gigolo? This soft rice must not only be eaten, but also eaten hard. Seeing Meng Han state, although the man has feelings and the concubine has intentions, it is not appropriate at this time. After all, it is in the company office, and there is indeed a lack of a little spark to catalyze the two people, that is, alcohol. Looking forward to tomorrow. The next day, Zhu Zhao came to the company early and flew to NJ City with Meng Han. Everything was the same as in the previous life, and the plan. Negotiation was very successful. After the dinner, the two returned to the hotel, and Zhu Zhao was called to the room by Meng Han to start a small celebration. Under the catalysis of alcohol, everything came naturally, until, in the early morning, Zhu Zhao woke up, looking at Meng Han who pretended to be asleep next to him. He recalled the situation of the two yesterday, after lunch at noon. This is for you, and the key is also for you. Meng Han took out a bank card and a key. When you go back, you can move to my place. There is some money in this card. You can buy a Supreme Universal Lord game cabin. Universal Lord is about to be publicly tested. You must enter this game. Universal Lord is a virtual simulation game that integrates hero development, military recruitment, resource collection, or looting and other gameplay. Don't think it is just a simple virtual simulation game. It is not. This game is not developed by any country or company. It was discovered by the first 3 of the 5 great good people of Blue Star in a joint exploration of an unknown civilization site. When it was brought back and connected to nuclear energy, the Universal Lord game carrier began to repair automatically, and after the repair was completed, it generated intelligence. Scientists from all countries were amazed and wanted to explore the secrets inside. Unfortunately, human technology is currently limited. Scientists from all over the world have explored for many years, but still found nothing. Later, the intelligence of the Universal Lord is the main brain. I don't know what agreement was reached with various countries to have this game. On the surface, it is a game, but in fact it is the key to open the Pandora's box of Blue Star. Within 2 years of the public beta of the Lord of all People, everything was normal, as if it was just an ordinary virtual simulation game, but no one knew that 2 years later, the Lord of all People would gradually merge with reality. Monsters in the Lord of all People began to appear in the real world. Players who enter the Lord of all People will inherit everything they have in the game: territory, troops, resources. When the Lord of all People is completely integrated with reality, that will be the beginning of the disaster. The passages to the major planes will be opened. Countless monsters will also come and invade the blue planet. The end of the world has officially arrived. 3 years after the Lord of all People merged with reality in the previous life, when Zhu Zhao was leading his troops to fight for resource collection points, his enemies knew the location, led troops to sneak attack, and surrounded and killed him. Zhu Zhao led his troops to fight to the last soldier, but still could not escape the fate of being killed. Since God has given Zhu Zhao another chance to start over, let him be reborn a few days before the public beta of the Lord of all People, then this life must be cherished. The biggest regret before dying in the previous life was the person in front of him, the ancient said. It is the most difficult to accept the kindness of a beautiful woman when you leave her with tears. Looking at the card and key handed over by Meng Han, he decided that he would eat the free rice for sure. Even if Jesus came, it would be useless, he said, taking the key and card. Zhu Zhao said jokingly. You support me for the rest of my life. He really needed some money to buy the gaming equipment of Universal Lords, so that he could become one of the earliest players of Universal Lords. Only in this way could he not fall behind others. Moreover, he still had 5 years of gaming experience. Seeing that Zhu Zhao did not reject her and even made a little joke with her, Meng Han secretly breathed a sigh of relief. Okay, I'll support you. She was really afraid that Zhu Zhao would reject her. Zhu Zhao suddenly thought that since the mastermind in all countries had reached an agreement, these big families must have known some inside information in advance, and asked a question for some reason. Why do you have to enter this game? Meng Han, do you know something? Does this game hide any secrets? Meng Han trembled slightly when she heard Zhu Zhao's words, and hesitated for a moment. Dear, I'm sorry, it's not that I don't want to tell you, but you know too much and it's not good for you and me. You just need to know that this game is very important, and it may determine the fate of you and me in the future. After speaking, Meng Han looked at Zhu Zhao with some pleading eyes. Seeing Meng Han's eyes, Zhu Zhao felt very distressed. Why did he ask this question? He should know more than she did. He really wanted to tell Meng Han everything, but he couldn't. The secrets of the game Lord of the People should be known in advance by the top leaders of the country and many big families. It's just that they suppressed the news for some reason or selfishness. But he was reborn and knew more than them. Why did he ask one more question and make Meng Han embarrassed? Okay, Meng Han, I won't ask any more. Let's go back quickly. I'll pack up and move over tomorrow and buy a game cabinet. Okay, then go back quickly. Chapter 3 Roll Over, Baby Cow. You are listening at novelfull.audio. The day before the public lord test, Zhu Zhao went to the company to resign in the morning. Although Meng Han was also one of the bosses, the necessary procedures were essential. He returned to the rental house, packed a few clothes, checked out of the rental house, and moved directly to Meng Han's mansion. From this moment on, a person who could eat hard for a soft meal started his legend. Google search TWKAN.I in the afternoon. He drove Meng Han's luxury car and went straight to the game equipment sales point. Game equipment is divided into 5 levels, and the cheapest game helmet costs 10,000 Chinese yuan. It is cheap, but it cannot provide nutrition and sleep for the user's body. Under normal circumstances, it only supports 12 hours. If you are a liver emperor, it is another matter. Then there is the game warehouse, which is much more expensive. Ordinary game warehouse, 100,000 Chinese yuan. Deluxe game warehouse, 500,000 Chinese yuan. Top game warehouse, 1 million Chinese yuan. Supreme game warehouse, 5 million Chinese yuan. The game warehouse comes with nutrient solution, which can maintain the user's physical consumption. The Supreme Game Warehouse can even stay online for half a month. However, before the game merges with reality, it will not be online for that long under normal circumstances. After all, some physiological problems cannot be solved by the game warehouse. If you don't have money, there is no need to worry. About half a year later, the country will start to distribute game helmets for free. It will be too late to enter the game by then. After arriving at the place, Zhu Zhao didn't say anything. Nonsense, went directly to the VIP channel, received by a special person, and ordered a Supreme Game Warehouse. There is no way, this fucking society is like this. Rich people are treated better than ordinary people, so there is nothing wrong with eating soft rice. What's more, this soft rice is particularly sweet and delicious. The best nutrient solution was selected to ensure that the body is in the best condition when playing games. Finally, swipe the card, pay, fill in the delivery address, and drive away in a luxury car under the envious eyes of the scene. Spending millions to buy a Supreme Game Warehouse may be incomprehensible to many ordinary people. But only Zhu Zhao knows how much help a Supreme Game cabin can provide for the early stage of the game. Not long after returning to the villa, the deliveryman arrived. Zhu Zhao found a bedroom next to the master bedroom and placed the game cabin. Although the game cabin is not too big, the appearance looks more and more like a luxurious coffin. The golden cabin, made of unknown materials, is luxurious. On top is the silver-white cabin cover, covered with colorful halos. Press the opening button. The cabin cover slowly separates from the middle, and the nutrient solution has been injected into the cabin. If you want to enter the game, just lie down, don't ask what to do if there is a leakage. I don't know what to do either. In the evening, Menghan came back, and after dinner, the two returned to the bedroom. A sleepless night. At 8 o'clock on September 1st, the public beta of the Universal Lord began. Opening the game cabin door, Zhu Zhao slowly lay down in, the game cabin door closed and the game started. Zhu Zhao's consciousness appeared in another world, the vast continent. The majestic mountains, the surging ocean, and the fortresses and lord cities located all over the earth, angels holding swords emitting golden holy light, wearing silver armor and white wings on their backs, fought fiercely with demons holding sickles and horns on their heads. There are also giant dragons with huge wings covering the sky, opening their huge mouths and spitting dragon breath downwards. There are also huge monsters on the ground, with lightning flashing all over their bodies, beating their chests with both hands, and roaring to the sky. Legions composed of square formations attack and attack. They are collectively called arms. They can be recruited by Lord players and fight in all directions. This is the opening CG of the Lord of all people. Every time I see this shocking CG, Zhu Zhao's heart is filled with uncontrollable blood. Soon the CG ended, and Zhu Zhao entered the stage of creating a character. Entering the game, players do not need to choose a race. The human race is a panacea. As long as there are resources, the human race can recruit arms of any race. Therefore, it is very simple to create a character in the Universal Lord. Just create an ID directly. In the early stage, in order to avoid troubles in the game, you can adjust your appearance when you enter the real world. After the appearance is adjusted, you can choose to restore or keep it after the game and reality are integrated. As for the profession, you can choose it at will, because the first 20 levels of the player are to experience and adapt to the game. However, after the player reaches level 20, you can choose to enter the strategic map. The strategic map is the real beginning of the game. Before level 20, the adventure map is just for players to experience different career templates and adapt to the game. After level 20, enter the strategic map. It is the real start of the game. Of course, you can also keep upgrading in the adventure map, or travel to see the scenery. It's just that when you enter the strategic map, no matter how many levels you are, the level will be reset and start again, and it takes most players about 8 days to reach level 20. The fastest batch of players also need 7 days. System prompt. Please name your character. Tianping. That this is the ID I got in my previous life, so I will continue to use it. System prompt. Please select your profession. Warrior. Zhu Zhao knows a way to quickly reach level 20 and move to the strategic map as soon as possible. The warrior profession is to be stronger. Anyway, the template will change after you get to the strategic map. System prompt. Do you want to adjust your appearance? Adjust by 10%. Zhu Zhao thinks he is not ugly, and is a little handsome. Just adjust his appearance a little so that acquaintances can't recognize his original appearance at a glance. System prompt. Please choose the birth method, manual birth or random birth. Zhu Zhao looked around on the big map and finally found the mountain by the sea in the upper left corner of the map. Found it. If my memory is correct, it is here. Enter the coordinates 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 1 0. Press OK. Zhu Zhao's body was wrapped in a white light, and then disappeared in the hall. Shaking his dizzy head, Zhu Zhao looked around. This is a mountaintop about the size of 5 football fields, with a tree that needs several people holding hands to hug it. The tree is entangled with dead vines. There are cliffs on 3 sides and one side faces the sea. To the east is a higher mountain, surrounded by clouds and mist, and the top cannot be seen. This is it, exactly the same as in my memory. Zhu Zhao hurried to the cliff on the west side and looked down the mountain. He suddenly felt dizzy and had the urge to bungee jump. This mountain was as smooth as a mirror. Seeing the sleeping black dragon below, Zhu Zhao smiled triumphantly. In the previous life, 1 year after the public beta of the Universal Lord, someone discovered this place. He is a player who loves traveling. He did not enter the strategic map after level 20. His purpose of entering the game is to relax and travel. After seeing all the scenery on the adventure map, he entered the strategic map to continue to see the scenery. It's just that the black dragon boss below changed his life trajectory. According to the method of the previous life memory, he soon found a large stone with a shape close to a sphere. which weighed about 1 ton. In memory, the player pushed it by himself, but he was already over level 40 at that time. Looking at his small body at this level, he definitely couldn't push it, but someone said hundreds of years ago, "Give me a fulcrum, I can pry the entire blue planet." Zhu Zhao was planning to pry the stone down. He found a thick, hard, and sturdy wooden stick, put it on the fulcrum, and pried the boulder towards the edge of the mountain. Little by little, the black dragon had been trapped at the foot of the mountain by the ancient magic circle for who knows how many years, and was already dying. The magic circle was loose on the outside and tight on the inside. As long as the boulder fell from such a high place, under the acceleration of gravity, a dying boss could still be dealt with. He pried the boulder to a good position. Roll, baby cow. As the boulder fell at a high speed, Zhu Zhao's heart was in his throat, and he must hit it. Bang, roar. As the boulder landed, there was a loud noise first, followed by a thunderous roar, but the roar was somewhat miserable. Zhu Zhao snapped his fingers. Perfect, one shot. System prompt: congratulations to the player for killing the boss Black Dragon King and gaining 200,000 experience. Zhu Zhao's body was shining continuously. The experience given by this boss Black Dragon King was high, and he was directly promoted to level 20. I was wrong. A boss that was dying could always be killed, right? Chapter 4 Level 14 Black Dragon. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Zhu Zhao ran to the tree and collected some dead vines. He intertwined 2 of them and used them as ropes. He tied one end of the rope to the tree and estimated the approximate length. He could reach the foot of the mountain and climb down along the rope. There is no world announcement reward in the adventure map in the Universal Lord. There will be rewards only when you reach the strategic map. However, you can bring resources and equipment obtained by killing the boss or opening the treasure chest into the strategic map. In the previous life, the tourist player decided to switch to the strategic map because he obtained the treasures exploded by the Black Dragon King. I hope readers will remember our domain name Taiwan Novel Network Diamond Suit. From then on, he changed his life and became one of the 10 Lords of Blue Star with this equipment. He came to the place where the Black Dragon King died and looked at the only loot that exploded on the ground. However, Zhu Zhao was not unhappy because of the small number of items that exploded. Because he knew that the higher the level of the boss, the fewer items it would drop, and the higher the value of the items would be. Pick up the item and check it out. Part of the Black Dragon King, level, special attribute, can be absorbed by dragon heroes. Special effect, Black Dragon King summon. After entering the strategic map, you can summon 1 unit of Black Dragon soldiers for free every day. It is this special equipment that can summon 1 unit of 14th level Black Dragon every day, free. Important things are said 3 times. In the previous life, although the player entered the strategic map a year later, he quickly caught up with the frontline troops and became one of the top 10 Lords of Blue Star by relying on a unit of 14th level Black Dragon every day. Now this special equipment is his own. I can only apologize to that player. He should travel and see the scenery with peace of mind. Put the equipment in the backpack and switch to the strategic map first. The level is enough. Click on the system prompt. Congratulations to the player for reaching the level requirement. Do you want to switch to the strategic map? Yes. No. Click yes. System prompt. Congratulations to the player for switching to the strategic map. Please choose manual birth or random birth. Opening the map, Zhu Zhao's eyes quickly swept across the map. The memories of the previous life were recalled in his mind bit by bit. Where are the most resources? Where is easy to defend and difficult to attack? Where are the treasures? Where is suitable for development? While recalling, looking for the target, 10 minutes later, Zhu Zhao's eyes stayed on a certain position on the map. Kunlun Mountains, the headquarters of the strongest guild in Xia country. In the previous life, Junlin Guild. This is also a battlefield in ancient times. That war was fought in the dark, and countless heroes and soldiers died in this mountain range. The mountains of corpses and the sea of blood eventually turned into dry bones buried here. As time passed, the dead air gathered, resulting in the gathering of countless undead creatures here, and eventually became a paradise for the undead. There is also a passage to the dark plane. Although there are many crises, dangers are often accompanied by opportunities. The Kunlun Mountains have more abundant resources, minerals, treasure chests, monster territories, etc. than other places. What makes Zhu Zhao most excited is a treasure in the hands of Junlin Tianxiao, the president of the Junlin Guild. In his previous life, it is said that it was obtained from somewhere in the Kunlun Mountains. Choose this place, Kunlun Mountains, coordinates 23456, 56789. Enter the coordinates and press the OK key. Still the same white light flashed and disappeared from the adventure map. Zhu Zhao shook his dizzy head again. Damn, can't you change the way to enter? Every time I spin, I feel sick and want to vomit. After complaining about the way to teleport, Zhu Zhao began to look at the surrounding environment. Although he couldn't see the whole picture clearly, but Zhu Zhao knew that this was the foot of a mountain that stretched for thousands of miles. This huge mountain range is the Kunlun Mountains. Zhu Zhao opened his attribute panel, Tianpeng, race, human, template, D-level, talent, none, profession, none, level, 1. HP, 100. Defense, 10. DPS, 10. Speed, 5. Skills, none, territory, none. Level 1 attributes, a fighting chicken among garbage, so weak. Enter the strategic map, everything will be reset. The previous quick upgrade is just to enter the strategic map as soon as possible. Maybe I didn't write it clearly before, please forgive me. Hero templates are divided into 7 levels, D, C, B, A, S, SS, SSS. The higher the level, the higher the initial attribute, and the higher the attribute improved at each level. Each level improves about 1/10 of the basic attribute. Zhu Zhao opened the backpack and glanced at the items in the backpack. Part of territory. After use, you can establish a territory at the specified coordinates. Army pack. After opening, you can randomly obtain a first-level army template. There is also a special item, Heart of the Black Dragon King. The heart of territory, needless to say, is the prerequisite and proof for building a territory. Every player who enters the strategic map will get it. Choose a good location and use it, and you can build it into a territory. The arms pack is the initial arm template given to players when they enter the strategic map. It all depends on luck to get the arm randomly. First, use the special effect of the Heart of the Black Dragon King to summon the Black Dragon. Roar. A 14th level Black Dragon appears. Black Dragon, level, 14th level, flying arm, level, 1. Race, dragon. HP, 43400. Defense, 600. DPS, 910. Speed, 15. Food consumption, 14. Skills, magic immunity, immune to all magic, breath of decay, causes 200% damage to the target and adds 50% continuous damage. No matter how the soldiers are obtained, they only need food to maintain. Food can be regarded as a kind of energy consumed by the soldiers. Whether it is a living body, a mechanical body or an undead soldier, it needs to consume this energy to maintain. All the soldiers that appear later will consume food. Damn, I finally know why the player in the previous life, even if he entered the strategic map more than a year later, can become one of the 10 Lords of Blue Star. Although only one can be summoned every day, this is a top-level soldier, and the most important thing is that it is free. Comparing my own attributes with the Black Dragon, I will find that according to my current template, it is almost enough to upgrade to level 300. The key is that in the past 5 years, how many levels did I reach? It will take a long time to reach level 300. Riding on the Black Dragon, Zhu Zhao felt happy. The feeling of being a dragon rider was great. I really don't know why people hated a dragon rider named Een so much hundreds of years ago. Maybe it was envy and jealousy. Soon Zhu Zhao found a relatively safe open space nearby and used the heart of the territory. This place belongs to the outer periphery of the Kunlun Mountains, and it is still a long way from the inner core area of the Kunlun Mountains. There is no other way to choose this place to establish a territory, although there is a 14th level Black Dragon. Zhu Zhao is not arrogant enough to establish a territory in the inner core area. In the Kunlun Mountains, Daluo is everywhere, and Jinxian is as numerous as dogs. Ahem, I'm off topic. It's the 10th and 8th levels everywhere, and the 5th and 6th levels are as numerous as dogs. If you really establish a territory in the inner part of the Kunlun Mountains, it will be flattened in minutes. It can't develop at all, so you can only build it in the outer periphery first. Develop in the outer periphery of the Kunlun Mountains. When you have more troops and more high-level troops, it's not too late to develop into the inner part of the Kunlun Mountains. this is the most reliable way for Zhu Zhao to develop at present, after choosing to build a territory. The Lord's heart in Zhu Zhao's hand turned into a white light and disappeared, and under Zhu Zhao's feet, with himself as the center, it began to spread rapidly to the surroundings. The weeds under his feet quickly disappeared, replaced by neatly arranged marble slabs. The area spread to about 200 meters * 200 meters and stopped. In front of Zhu Zhao, a low and simple building appeared. This is the Lord's Hall, which is also the only building in this territory. System prompt. Congratulations on the successful establishment of the player's territory. Please name your territory. Heaven and Earth. System prompt. The name is not occupied and can be used, but please think twice. What's wrong, system? Do you look down on the name I gave? Do you know how many people dream of this place? Just call it this. System prompt. The territory is named successfully. Due to unspeakable reasons, a special reward is given for the opportunity to change. Hearing this prompt with obvious personal emotions, Zhu Zhao muttered softly. It's impossible to change the name, it's impossible in this life. Whoever changes it is a dog. System prompt. Congratulations to the player for being the first to build a territory in the whole server, and the player will be rewarded with a random talent package of SSS level, a random soldier package of level 4, and a high-level resource package. World announcement is being generated. Do you want to hide your name? Anyway, I am the only one on the strategic map now. Who can I hide it for? No. Chapter 5. I took your first blood, and I gave you a big red envelope. You are listening at novelfull.audio. World announcement. Congratulations to player, Tianpeng, for being the first player to build a territory and receiving rewards. 1 SSS-level random talent package, 1 4th-level random soldier package, and 1 advanced resource package. This announcement is hereby made to encourage. World announcement. Congratulations to player, Tianpeng, for being the first player to build a territory and receiving rewards. 1 SSS-level random talent package, 1 4th-level random soldier package, and 1 advanced resource package. This announcement is hereby made to encourage 3 consecutive world announcements. Unfortunately, Zhu Zhao is the only one on the strategic map at the moment, and he can't pretend to be cool in front of other players. Looking at the 3 extra items in the backpack, how can it be so cool? No wonder those dog bosses in the previous life fought hard to get the first blood. The first blood reward is really generous. Open the backpack and start checking the first blood reward. SSS-level random talent package. After opening, you can get an SSS-level random talent, 4th order random soldier package. After opening, you can get a 4th order soldier randomly. Advanced resource package. After opening, you can get 1 million gold coins, 1 million wood, 1 million stone ore, and 1 million iron ore. Zhu Zhao's saliva almost flowed out when he saw the introduction of these rewards. Talent package. Each player will get a talent package after successfully building a territory, and the reward of the first blood directly upgrades the talent package to the SSS level. In his previous life, Zhu Zhao entered the game 2 months later, and at that time he only got a B-level talent. B-level talent only reduces the construction time by 10%, and it doesn't have much effect. Talent templates, from low to high, are divided into D, C, B, A, S, SS, SSS. Now the reward of the first blood directly upgrades the talent package to the top level. Just ask you if you are strong and hard. There is also a 4th order random soldier package. Normal players start with a 1st order random soldier package. Now the first blood rewards a 4th level soldier. Although it is also a rubbish character compared to the Black Dragon, the Black Dragon can only summon 1 per day, which is a special effect of the special item. There is no limit to the number of soldiers that can be recruited in the building, as long as you have gold coins and the territory population can accommodate it. The most important thing is that the system is very considerate to reward a high-level resource package. 4 million basic resources are enough for Zhu Zhao to take a big lead at the beginning. As expected, it is the first blood of the system, and the reward is considerate. Open the talent package. System prompt. Congratulations to the player for opening the SSS-level talent package and obtaining the SSS-level talent God-level acceleration. God-level acceleration. The time required to train soldiers, build buildings, and collect resources is reduced by 99%. Damn, this talent is too strong. To put it bluntly, the Lord of the People is a game Based on war, what is the final battle of war? It is time, the time required to recruit soldiers, and the time required to collect resources, and this talent can greatly shorten the time Zhu Zhao spends recruiting soldiers. The resources needed to recruit high-level soldiers are tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands, and it takes a long time. With this talent, you can save a lot. Zhu Zhao still has some unsatisfied feelings. It would be great if everything could be reduced by 100%. No longer entangled with this talent, it is more than 10,000 times stronger than the B-level talent I got in my previous life. This is a world of difference. Open the high-level resource gift package. System prompt: congratulations to the player for getting 1 million units of gold coins, wood, stone ore, and iron ore. Open the 4th level soldier random gift package. System prompt: congratulations to the player for getting the random 4th level soldier template Hungry Wolf Fighter. Open the 1st level soldier random gift package. System prompt: congratulations to the player for getting the random 1st level soldier template Caveman. All the gift packages have been opened, and it's time to build a territory. Open the Lord Hall panel. Territory: Heaven and Earth. Name can be changed once. Lord, Tianping, level, 1. Allies, none. Subordinate territories, none. Buildings, none. Military templates: 1st level Caveman, 4th level Hungry Wolf Fighters, units that can be accommodated, 2/100. Basic resources: 1.01 million gold coins, 1.01 million wood, 1.01 million stone ore, 1.01 million iron ore. Food, 10,000. Upgrade requirements: 100,000 gold coins, 100,000 wood, 100,000 stone ore, and 100,000 iron ore each. The advanced resource package rewards 1 million basic resources each, and the remaining 10,000 is the initial resource given to each player when building a territory. Now that we have the territory and resources, it's time to build a barracks. Zhu Zhao found an empty space in the territory, and then began to build a 1st level Caveman barracks and a 4th level Hungry Wolf Fighter barracks. Don't ask why we have to build 1st level troops when there are 4th level troops. It's useful to ask. High-level items have their own uses, and low-level items have their own uses. System prompt: consume 80,000 gold coins, wood, stone ore, and iron ore each, and the 4th level Hungry Wolf Fighter barracks is under construction. System prompt: consume 10,000 gold coins, wood, stone ore, and iron ore each, and the 1st level Caveman barracks is under construction. System prompt: trigger the God-level acceleration talent, and the required time is reduced by 99%. Zhu Zhao looked at the construction time. The 1st level Caveman barracks takes 5 minutes, while the 4th level Hungry Wolf Fighter barracks takes an hour. God-level acceleration reduces the time by 99%, and it is basically completed in seconds. System prompt: the construction of the 4th level Hungry Wolf Fighter barracks is completed. System prompt: the construction of the 1st level Caveman barracks is completed. Hungry Wolf Fighter barracks, level 4. Recruitment time, 1/30 minutes. Recruitment cost, 500 gold coins. Caveman barracks, level 1. Recruitment time, 1/1 minute. Recruitment cost, 50 gold coins. Still familiar formula, familiar taste. Currently, the only thing that limits the development of the territory is the number of units that the territory can accommodate. Let's upgrade the territory first. It takes 100,000 resources to upgrade to level 2, 200,000 to level 3, and 400,000 to level 4. Fortunately, there is a high-level resource package rewarded by the system, otherwise it is really not affordable to upgrade. At present, there are enough resources, no need to say, upgrade first. Zhu Zhao opened the Lord's Hall and started the operation, 2 to 3 to 4, with the talent of God-level acceleration. The upgrade was completed quickly. System prompt: congratulations on upgrading the player's territory to level 4. Territory, Heaven and Earth. Name can be changed once. Lord Tianping, level 4. Allies, none. Subordinate territories, none. Buildings, 2. Type template, level 1 Caveman, level 4 Wolf Fighter, units that can be accommodated, 2/5,000. Basic resources, 220,000 gold coins, 220,000 wood, 220,000 stone ore, 220,000 iron ore. Food, 10,000. Upgrade requirements, 800,000 gold coins, wood, stone ore, and iron ore each. At present, the population of the level 4 territory is enough, but the problem is that there are no resources even if it is upgraded to level 5. Zhu Zhao can only comfort himself in his heart. People should be content. After all, they are already a big step ahead of other players. Currently, there are 220,000 gold coins. First recruit 1,000 cavemen and then recruit 100 wolf fighters. A total of 100,000 gold coins are needed. There are still 120,000 gold coins left, which are still useful. It takes 10 minutes to build 1,000 units of cavemen with god-level acceleration, and only half an hour to build 100 units of wolf fighters. This time is worth waiting. Chapter 6, Tier 4 Soldier, Wolf Fighter. You are listening at novelfull.audio. When the first cavemen walked out of the barracks, the system prompt sounded again. System prompt: congratulations to the player for being the first to recruit a soldier in the entire server, and a 100-hour acceleration card is specially awarded. Zhu Zhao was touched when he saw the 100-hour acceleration card that the system rewarded. Although the 100-hour acceleration card is nothing for late-stage players, it can now greatly increase Zhu Zhao's development speed. System prompt: the player uses the soldier recruitment acceleration card to successfully recruit 1,000 cavemen and 100 hungry wolf fighters. As the prompt sound fell, Zhu Zhao had 1,000 first-level cavemen and 100 fourth-level hungry wolf fighters in front of him. Check the attributes of the caveman. Caveman, level 1, melee soldier, level 1. Race, orc. HP, 130. Defense, 3. DPS, 3. Speed, 4. Skills, none. Food consumption, 1. Garbage among garbage. Zhu Zhao looked at the 100 hungry wolf fighters again. The giant wolf is over 3 meters long and gray-black in color. On the back of the giant wolf sit a group of humanoid creatures. Wearing armor, the armor covers important parts of the body. If you look closely, you will find that the one riding on it is the orc Big Ear Monster King. View the attribute panel. Hungry wolf fighter, level 4, night soldier, level 1. Race, orc. HP, 1200. Defense, 16. DPS, 32. Speed, 8. Food consumption, 4. Skill, double damage. Each attack causes double damage. Zhu Zhao looked at the 1,000 cavemen, 100 hungry wolf fighters, and a black dragon next to him with some high spirits. This is his first step to conquer the strategic map of the National Lord. And it is a big step. After recruiting all the soldiers and building the territory, it is time to go out and play with these soldiers. At least basic buildings are still needed. It will definitely take some time for Zhu Zhao to come back this time. System prompt: congratulations to the player for consuming 40,000 gold coins, 40,000 wood, 40,000 stone ore, 40,000 iron ore, and the warehouse is under construction. System prompt: congratulations to the player for consuming 40,000 gold coins, 40,000 wood, 40,000 stone ore, 40,000 iron ore, and the well is under construction. System prompt: congratulations to the player for consuming 40,000 gold coins, 40,000 wood, 40,000 stone ore, 40,000 iron ore, and the kitchen is under construction. Build all the basic buildings you need, and there are several more buildings to be built in the territory. Upgrade the buildings slowly first. Anyway, it won't take long with the talent bonus. Keep the acceleration card first, and you will go out to play with the troops soon. In the Universal Lord, there will be a 3-day protection period after the territory is built. In the protection period, the attack of monsters, players, or hostile forces will be invalid. The territory is arranged. Now Zhu Zhao can leave with his troops with peace of mind without worrying about the safety of his territory. Open the props and maps given by the system. Every Lord player must have it to enter the game. On the map, Zhu Zhao's location is a small green dot. Zoom in a little, and you can see a small square area, which is Zhu Zhao's territory, Tianshang Renjian. If you zoom out, it is the entire Kunlun Mountains. Zoom in, zoom out, zoom in again, and zoom out again. Oh, just playing. Now Zhu Zhao has 3 goals. First, find resources and collect them. Second, explore the map and find treasure chests. Third, find a leveling place for your own soldiers. In the Universal Lord, soldiers are divided into 1 to 14 levels. 1 to 4 are low-level soldiers, 5 to 8 are intermediate soldiers, 9 to 12 are high-level soldiers, and 13 to 14 are top soldiers. Like heroes, soldiers can also be upgraded. Soldiers can gain experience points by killing monsters or killing other lord soldiers. Accumulating enough experience can upgrade the level of soldiers and enhance their attributes. However, if there is no special equipment or building bonus, it can only be upgraded to level 10. Gathering resources is not to mention. Training soldiers and building buildings are also required. Finally, exploring the map and finding treasure chests are also the top priority. After all, Zhu Zhao is the only one in the entire strategic map now. It's not the last life, because it was 2 months late. After entering the strategic map, everything was like a dog's bite. Now there are opportunities everywhere, all of which are mine. Zhu Zhao chose to set off towards the east of the territory. There are more resource points in the east. This large team composed of cavemen and hungry wolf fighters, led by Zhu Zhao riding a black dragon, went east in a mighty manner. Not long after leaving the territory, Zhu Zhao encountered a group of monsters, a team of skeleton armored soldiers holding a big sword in the left hand and a round shield in the right hand. There are about 200 units, and they are very undead-like soldiers. Skeleton warrior, level, tier 2, melee soldier, level, 5. Race, undead. HP, 460. Defense, 17. DPS, 21. Speed, 6. Skills, skeleton. Reduced ranged damage received by skeleton by 50%. The tier 2 skeleton warrior upgraded to level 5 is still much better than the normal tier 2 level 1 skeleton warrior. The attribute panel is almost the same as the tier 3 level 1 soldier attribute, but this was not a problem for Zhu Zhao. Zhu Zhao gave the order directly. Black Dragon goes first, and the wolf warriors will clear the field later. The 14th level Black Dragon spread its wings and flew over the battlefield, spewing out a breath of dragon, killing everyone in seconds. Before the second breath of dragon was spit out, 100 wolf warriors rushed forward. The few skeleton warriors who managed to escape the coverage of the dragon's breath were also hacked to death by the wolf warriors who rushed up. The whole battle lasted less than a minute. More than 200 skeleton warriors were wiped out like autumn wind sweeping fallen leaves. Most of the experience gained from killing skeleton warriors was obtained by the Black Dragon, and the wolf warriors only gained a small part of the experience. As for Zhu Zhao, he also gained a small part of the experience. In the presence of the Lord, the experience gained by the Lord's troops from killing monsters or other Lord's troops will also be gained by the Lord himself. As for the cavemen, sorry, they move too slowly, and they can't even eat shit in time to catch up with the hot ones. Zhu Zhao looked at the battlefield. Clean up the battlefield quickly, and then move on. Who would do it themselves when there are soldiers to do it for them? 1,000 units of cavemen then entered the battlefield happily and picked up the spoils. System prompt: congratulations to the player for winning 2,000 gold coins. After collecting the spoils, they continued to move forward and soon encountered the second wave of monsters, but the result was the same. The Black Dragon entered the field first, plowing the land with dragon breath, and the hungry wolf fighters harvested the scattered survivors. As for the cavemen, they couldn't catch up with the hot ones, so they could only pick up the spoils. After solving several waves of monsters in a row, they finally arrived at their destination. There was an area emitting green light. This is the resource point. The levels of resource points are from low to high, white, green, blue, purple, orange, and red, corresponding to 50,000 resources, 100,000 resources, 500,000 resources, 1 million resources, 5 million resources, and 10 million resources. Chapter 7. Do you want to find a foster father? You are listening at novelfull.audio. In addition to these resource points, there are some special resource points that have no level distinction. All resource points are guarded by guards. To collect resources, you need to kill the monsters guarding the resource points first. Check the monster's attributes. Ghoul, level 3, melee soldier, level 3. Race, undead. HP, 720. Defense, 17. DPS, 21. Speed, 6. Skill, inanimate body, 20% reduction in physical damage. Level 3 monsters are still very strong. If there is no Black Dragon, and only 100 units of level 4 wolf warriors charge, the damage will definitely be considerable. After all, every unit of soldiers in the early stage is important, but we have the Black Dragon, so we are not afraid. The number of ghouls is not too large, only more than 300 units. After all, it is just a green resource point. As usual, the Black Dragon enters first, plows the ground with its dragon breath, and the hungry wolf fighters clean up the rear. Zhu Zhao ordered, the Black Dragon spread its wings and flew into the battlefield. The red-black dragon breath spit out from the Black Dragon's mouth. The level 3 ghouls simply couldn't withstand the damage of the dragon breath and were killed in seconds. Then the hungry wolf fighters entered the field to fight. More than 300 units of ghouls, like the level 2 skeleton warriors, didn't hold on for a minute, and most of them turned into charred corpses. Of course, the trophies were still cleaned up by the cavemen, and Zhu Zhao came to this green resource point, gold coin resource point. Level, green, reserves, 100,000/100,000. None, renewable resources, 24 hours/time. According to the settings of the Universal Lord, the higher the level of the resource point, the higher the reserves. After each resource collection is completed, the regeneration time required will be longer. In addition to gold coin resource points, there are also wood resource points, stone or resource points, and iron or resource points. There are also food resource points and special resource points. The collection speed is set to 1 unit of soldiers, and only 1 unit of resources can be collected in 1 minute, regardless of the rank and level. It is the same, there is no upper limit to the types of soldiers collected. For example, if you have 100,000 soldiers, you can collect at the same time, and you can collect all the green resource points in 1 minute. The resource regeneration time is calculated after the collection is completed. At this moment, the danger of the green resource point is lifted, and Zhu Zhao directly occupied it. At this time, the cavemen came in handy. Recruiting these 1,000 units of cavemen can't help in battle at all, but it's okay to use them to do some dirty and tiring work. It originally took 100 minutes to complete the collection, but with talent, it only takes 1 minute. Just as the cavemen were arranged to enter the resource point to start collecting, the system prompt sound came again. System prompt, congratulations to the player, the first to occupy the resource point and mine, reward advanced resource gift pack. Zhu Zhao was shocked and blurted out. Damn, the system is so considerate. It knows that the current limitation of the development of the territory is the shortage of resources, and it rewards a high-level resource package. Isn't this a godfather? Resisting the urge to worship the godfather now, it's better to wait a little longer and collect all the resources first. Wait until the caveman finishes collecting this green gold coin resource point. Zhu Zhao rode the Black Dragon and led the large army to set off again. Next, he needs to continue to explore the distribution of monsters and resources around the territory, which is very important. There is a 14th level Black Dragon charging in front, and a 4th level Hungry Wolf fighter finishing. With continuous battles, Zhu Zhao and his troops have also improved their levels. As the level increases, the attributes increase, and the combat power becomes stronger. 5 hours passed quickly. Zhu Zhao has explored a large area in the east of the territory. There are also tens of thousands of monsters killed. Zhu Zhao's level has increased the fastest and has reached level 5. The level of the 4th level wolf fighters has also been generally improved. The one who has improved the fastest has reached level 3, and the others are also almost full of level 2 experience. Wolf fighter, level 4, knight, level 3. Race, orc.hp, 1440. Defense, 20. DPS, 40. Speed, 8. Food consumption, 4. Skill, double damage. Because the Black Dragon's level is too high, the experience required to increase the level is too high. Although most monsters are killed by the Black Dragon's dragon breath, the level is only increased by 1 level. Black Dragon, level 14, flying, level 2. Race, dragon.hp, 47740. Defense, 660. DPS, 1001. Speed, 15. Food consumption, 14. Skill, magic immunity, withering breath. Although it is only upgraded by 1 level, the initial attributes are high. The strength of the 1-level upgrade is higher than the full attributes of the 4th level 3rd level wolf fighter. Of course, this is not Zhu Zhao's biggest gain on this trip. His biggest reward was the discovery of 6 white resource points, 5 green resource points, 2 blue resource points, and the most surprising thing was the discovery of one purple resource point. Yes, it was a purple resource point. The resource richness of the Kunlun Mountains was even greater than Zhu Zhao expected. However, there were a lot of monsters guarding the purple resource points. Although they could be defeated, the casualties of the hungry wolf fighters were inevitable. There was still a high-level resource package that had not been opened. Let's wait until we get back to explode the troops, so Zhu Zhao just marked it on the map, and when he recruited a wave of soldiers and could push forward, it would not be too late to occupy and collect. In addition, Zhu Zhao also found 5 treasure chests, 3 white and 2 green. After opening the treasure chest, he got a total of 150,000 resources and a second-level zombie soldier. Overall, the harvest was pretty good. At this time, Zhu Zhao was on his way back to the territory. He needed to recruit soldiers, but the 4th-level hungry wolf fighter was still a little short. When Zhu Zhao returned to the territory, all the buildings built before departure had been completed. Open the advanced resource package. Territory, heaven and earth. Name can be changed once. Lord, Tianping, level, 4. Allies, none. Subordinate territories, none. Number of buildings, 5. Soldier templates, 1st level cavemen, 2nd level zombies, 4th level hungry wolf fighters, units that can be accommodated. 1202/5000. Resources, 1.9 million gold coins, 1.6 million wood, 1.6 million stone ore, and 1.6 million iron ore. I just want to round it up. Obsessive-compulsive disorder. Food, 10,000. Upgrade requirements, 800,000 gold coins, wood, stone ore, and iron ore each. The construction of the warehouse, kitchen, and well has finally made the territory look like a bit. Although the territory can accommodate more than 3,000 units of troops, I dare not recruit them. Food, food, and food. If I recruit more than 3,000 units of 4th-level hungry wolf fighters, the gold coins are not enough. If I recruit all cavemen, the food will definitely not last long. After thinking for a long time, I decided to recruit another 900 units of hungry wolf fighters to make up 1,000. 1,000 units of cavemen are enough to collect resources at present. If not, there are still hungry wolf fighters, who can also fill in at critical moments. 10,000 units of food can last for 2 days, and 2 days are enough for me to find food resource points. It costs 450,000 gold coins to recruit. 900 units of 4th-level hungry wolf fighters need to be reduced by talents, which also takes 270 minutes, that is, 4.5 hours. This is only the 4th-level troops. You should know that the higher the rank of the troops, the longer it takes to recruit them. You can imagine how long it will take to recruit hundreds of thousands or even millions of high-level troops in the future. Even if there are enough gold coins, the recruitment speed will not keep up. Zhu Zhao didn't want to waste too much time. He still had a 100-hour acceleration card, so he used it. System prompt: congratulations to the player for successfully recruiting 900 hungry wolf fighters. The troops recruitment is completed, and it's time to set off again. After feeding all the troops, Zhu Zhao left the territory again. Chapter 8 Hero Altar. You are listening at novelfull.audio. After leaving the territory, head east to the purple resource point marked by Zhu Zhao. Due to the food problem, Zhu Zhao focused on finding food resource points along the way. His efforts paid off, and he actually found a lost blue food resource point. Food resource point, level, blue, reserves, 500,000/500,000. Ownership, none. Renewable resources, 36 hours/time. No problem, these foods are enough to support me to increase my troops again. Just do it. The guarded monster is an advanced version of the 400+ units of the 3rd level ghoul, the 4th level ghoul, level, 4th level, melee unit, level, 2. Race, undead. HP, 1300. Defense, 30. Damage per second, 40. Speed, 5. Skills, jealousy of the living. When attacking living beings, damage increases by 30%, except for speed. It is basically the same as the 3rd level 4th level hungry wolf fighter. It is impossible to fight hard, and the damage is currently unbearable. As usual, the black dragon entered the field first, and the dragon breath plowed the ground. There was no way for flying troops to fight ground melee troops, so they had an advantage. After 2 consecutive rounds of dragon breath, a black shadow fell from the sky and crashed into the group of ghouls, starting a melee. After 2 rounds of dragon breath, the black dragon also needed to rest before breathing again. Even in close combat, it was not something that a 4th level monster could shake. Headbutt, tail sweep, claw attack, a standard 3 combo, all of them killed instantly. The hungry wolf fighters also charged in, and in 1 round of charge, the remaining ghouls were basically wiped out. After the battle, it was the cavemen who entered the field. 500,000 units of food, the cavemen plus the field. The talent shortened the time by 99%, and it was over in a few minutes. After the collection was over, Zhu Zhao started to set off with the troops again. With 1,000 units of 4th level hungry wolf fighters and 1 unit of 14th level black dragon, Zhu Zhao became bolder. He dared to go to places he didn't dare to go before. He dared to open the treasure chest that he didn't dare to open. There was no way he was so arrogant. After continuous exploration, waves of monsters were killed, and resource points were discovered and collected. There were also various low-level treasure chests. After several hours of exploration, Zhu Zhao also gained a lot. As time passed, Zhu Zhao unexpectedly discovered a cave. "Go in and take a look," Zhu Zhao ordered. With an order, Zhu Zhao rode the black dragon, followed by the 4th level hungry wolf fighter, and went in first. As for the caveman, it's better not to mention it. After entering, I found that there was a different world in the cave, a huge cave, as big as more than 10 football fields, and in the cave, there were a large number of monsters crowded together. 2nd level skeleton warriors, 3rd level ghouls, 4th level ghouls, and even 5th level ghosts. Ghost, level 5, flying soldier, level 2. Race, undead. HP, 1800. Defense, 40. DPS, 65. Speed, 6. Skill, invisible, physical damage received reduced by 50%. At this moment, Zhu Zhao appeared riding the black dragon, instantly attracting the hatred of these monsters. With the sharp howls of the ghosts, they all rushed towards Zhu Zhao. Since they couldn't escape, they didn't care about any damage. At this time, they couldn't be timid and indulge their bad habits. Zhu Zhao quickly asked the black dragon to put itself on a boulder, and then gave an order. "Kill them." A gust of wind swept through the sky, and the black dragon spread its wings and flew into the battlefield. Red and black light appeared in the open dragon's mouth, and then flames sprayed out, attacking the flying soldier ghost first. Afterwards, the hungry wolf fighter following behind also launched a charge and fought with the ground troops. The hungry wolf fighter's skills made it double the damage every time it attacked. Kill the monsters in the cave and make them scream. After giving the order, Zhu Zhao stood on the boulder and looked into the deepest part of the cave. There must be a mystery in a place guarded by so many monsters. At this glance, Zhu Zhao's eyes were deeply attracted by a building deep in the cave. His eyes seemed to see a peerless beauty and he couldn't bear to move away. It was an altar, the hero altar. The hero altar, as the name suggests, is used to recruit heroes. You can find hero altars in the wild, recruit heroes randomly, or open hero tokens through treasure chests. Of course, each hero altar is a one-time building and can only recruit one hero. In the universal lore, heroes are more precious than top-level soldiers. A good hero can not only burst out super combat power in war, but also help players manage territories. Just like in the Three Kingdoms, there are commanders, internal affairs, and military forces. Zhu Zhao can find a hero altar in the cave just after the server is launched. It's a rare opportunity. Zhu Zhao could only sigh. As expected of the Kunlun Mountains, the resources are so damn rich. That's just the nature of it. Zhu Zhao was determined to take this hero altar. Looking down at the battlefield, the scene was once very bloody. Just as he looked down, he saw Chang Wei abusing Lai Fu. No, it was the black dragon abusing the undead. After 2 rounds of dragon breath, the ghosts were basically wiped out. Then the black dragon started to fight in close combat, and it was really dead if you touched it, and dead if you brushed against it. The hungry wolf fighters lost a lot of units. After all, it was only a 4th level soldier, and there were too many undead in the cave, and some of them were about the same level as the hungry wolf fighters. All along, Zhu Zhao had let the hungry wolf fighters do the work of mopping up. This sudden encounter did not allow Zhu Zhao to adjust his deployment in time. However, even if all of them were injured, Zhu Zhao did not care. He was determined to win the hero altar. Zhu Zhao sat on the boulder and began to watch the battle below with interest. Black Dragon, be careful. The skeleton warrior is going to sneak attack your ass. Hungry wolf fighters over there, you have to charge, otherwise the ghouls will bite your wolf legs. The battle ended quickly. The black dragon was only injured, with very little blood volume. After all, the level gap was a bit large, but the physical strength was probably almost consumed. The hungry wolf fighters lost more than half of their lives. There was no way. The level or number could not crush them, if the black dragon had not killed most of the monsters. Even if these 1,000 units of hungry wolf fighters were killed or injured, it would be impossible to take this place. Some casualties or the destruction of the entire army are the normal state of normal lords. They are either recruiting soldiers or on the way to recruit soldiers. There was one person like Zhu Zhao who could recruit a top-level soldier at the beginning of the game, 1 year after the server was launched in the previous life, but there should be no such person in this life, because the treasure is in his hands now. Although half of the hungry wolf fighters were lost, the gains were not small. First, the hero altar was obtained. Second, the levels of Zhu Zhao, the black dragon and the remaining hungry wolf fighters were also upgraded, especially Zhu Zhao and the hungry wolf fighters, whose levels were significantly upgraded. Third, the monsters guarding the altar also dropped loot, 3 wins minus 1 loss, a win-win situation. Then the caveman entered the field and began to collect the loot. Zhu Zhao also climbed down the boulder and walked towards his hero altar. Don't ask why he didn't ride the black dragon. He just finished a wave of battles and consumed a lot of physical strength. Let it rest for a while. 996 is fine, not 007, after all, the black dragon also has dragon power, right? After approaching, Zhu Zhao carefully looked at the altar in front of him. Hero altar, number of uses, 1. After use, you can randomly recruit a unit of heroes to pledge allegiance to you. There are many kinds of hero altars, but this one is pretty good. You can directly recruit a unit of heroes without any conditions. Some altars require some special tasks or special materials for recruitment. Some altars do not have any tasks and can directly recruit. There are also altars that can transform designated soldiers and summon them into heroes. In fact, what Zhu Zhao wants most is the last altar. He wants to put the black dragon in it and recruit the black dragon hero. The higher the life level of a race, the lower the probability of a hero appearing. For a top-level race like the dragon race, the starting point is SSS-level. Just thinking about it makes me feel excited. Chapter 9 Glasses, Uniform, and even black stockings. You are listening at novelfull.audio. But this altar in front of me is also okay. Although it is not the most desired altar, it is good to have it. Why should I choose? Zhu Zhao used it directly. The next second, the hero altar emitted a dazzling white light. Zhu Zhao's eyes were instantly white, just like being hit by a flash bomb. Damn, can't there be some special effects from the mortal world? The teleportation effect makes people dizzy. The altar recruits a hero and has such a rubbish special effect. What do you want to do, dog system? Zhu Zhao was instantly upset. When the line of sight was restored, a 6-pointed star teleportation array appeared in the open space in front. Above the teleportation array, a graceful figure loomed. When the light dissipated, a woman with a devilish figure appeared in the teleportation array, the hot figure of a ghost, a big wavy golden curly hair emitting a dazzling light, and slender thighs wearing a black ultra-short mini-skirt, showing the perfect figure. Fire magician Iris, meet the Lord. As soon as the voice fell, Zhu Zhao had no time to speak, and the system prompt rang again. System prompt, congratulations to the first player in the server to obtain a hero unit, special reward hero advancement order *10, a high-level resource package. World announcement is being generated. Do you want to hide your name? No. World announcement. 3 consecutive world announcements sounded. Zhu Zhao was instantly excited when he heard the reward. Thank you for the cloud-piercing arrows sent by the system Godfather. No, thank you for the reward sent by the Godfather. The high-level resource package reward is just a byproduct. The real big head is the hero advancement order, and there are 10 of them. If Zhu Zhao remembers correctly, this thing can increase the hero level. In the Universal Lord, the hero level is from low to high, D, C, B, A, S, SS, SSS. The higher the level, the higher the initial attribute, and the higher the growth per level. Fire Magician Iris, kneeling on one knee, right hand diagonally placed on his chest, Zhu Zhao looked down. Even though he had lived 2 lives and had experienced many battles in his previous life, he couldn't help but feel dry in the mouth. He quickly shifted his gaze and coughed twice. Ahem, get up, no need to be polite. Although the hero had signed a contract with the Lord from the moment he was recruited, Zhu Zhao was her master now, but sometimes he couldn't do anything wrong. After all, he had just been recruited and was unfamiliar with her, so it was difficult to start with. Checking Iris's attributes, Zhu Zhao really wanted to know the attributes and rank of the first hero he recruited. Iris, race, human, template, S.talent, fire mastery, occupation, fire mage, level, 1. HP, 2000. Defense, 35. DPS, 80. Speed, 6. Skills. Magic shield, meteor shower. Looking at this template, although it is stronger than his own, the S-level template is still not too high, but it doesn't matter. He still has 10 hero advancement orders awarded by the system Godfather. After all, it is his first hero, and no matter his appearance or figure, he still needs special care. It only takes 5 hero tokens to upgrade from S rank to SSS rank. For hero templates below S rank, only 1 hero token is needed to upgrade 1 rank. From S to SS, 2 tokens are needed, and from S to SSS, 3 tokens are needed. It is said that it is also possible to advance to a god-level hero, but that requires special conditions, which cannot be met by hero advancement tokens. Zhu Zhao took out 5 hero advancement tokens from his backpack. As soon as the 5 tokens were taken out, they attracted Iris's attention. Lord, is this really for me? Well, these advancement tokens are of course for you. Zhu Zhao said. Hearing Zhu Zhao's words, Iris instantly became excited, like a child who got a favorite toy, and was so excited that he was talking nonsense. Lord, thank you very much, thank you. Zhu Zhao stuffed 5 hero advancement tokens into Iris's hands. Hurry up and use it. I'm looking forward to your advancement. Iris nodded like a chicken pecking at rice, took the hero advancement order and started to use it. 2 lights flashed. System prompt, your hero successfully used the hero advancement order, and the level template was upgraded to SSS level. The system prompt sounded, but Zhu Zhao ignored it. His attention was all attracted by Iris. Iris's temperament changed greatly after the advancement, holding a magic book in her hand, wearing glasses and black stockings, glasses, uniforms, black stockings, full of queen style. The voice also changed slightly, with a little charm in the coldness. Lord, how can I thank you? Zhu Zhao's whole body was numb when he heard the voice, resisting the numbness. No need to thank me, this is what this lord should do. Heroes are different from arms. Arms are just cold data, but heroes are no different from humans, and they also have complete emotions. Especially after the fusion of the Universal Lord and Blue Star, it will be more obvious. Now we can't have too many ideas. Let's take a look at the attributes after the upgrade. Iris, race, human, template, SSS level, talent, fire master, fire magic damage increased by 100%. Exclusive arms, trainable 10th level fire dragon mage, 10% of the hero's own damage can be applied to exclusive arms. Occupation, fire dragon mage, level, 1. HP, 4000. Defense, 100. DPS, 600. Speed, 10. Skills, fire dragon shield, summon a fire dragon composed of fire elements to protect itself. The fire dragon can resist damage equal to the HP and cause burns to surrounding enemies. Fire dragon explosion, summon a fire dragon composed of fire elements to attack the enemy and cause 200% damage, and cause 100% fire continuous damage to enemies within the attack range. After detonation, it can cause secondary damage. Level 10 to be unlocked, talent changed from mastery to master, and occupation changed from fire magician to fire dragon mage, and skills also changed greatly. The most abnormal thing is that the change of occupation actually gave her an exclusive arm, fire dragon mage, 10th level arm. The key is that Iris can increase her own 10% damage bonus for the exclusive arm. The higher the damage of Iris, the more damage it can increase for the fire dragon mage. This allows the fire dragon mage's damage To catch up with the damage of the 12th or even 13th level troops, when Iris's level is upgraded in the later stage, it is not a dream for the Fire Dragon Mage's damage to surpass the 14th level. I just want to ask you if you are a good person or not. Zhu Zhao couldn't help but put his hands together and bowed. System Godfather, I spoke too loudly before. Thank you for the reward of the Hero Advancement Order. Iris looked at Zhu Zhao with a question mark on his face. Lord, are you feeling uncomfortable? Do you need Iris to massage you to relax? Zhu Zhao heard Iris's concern and stopped flattering the system. He began to ask Iris. Iris, what are the conditions for recruiting the Fire Dragon Mage? 1 unit of Dragon Blood Stone and 1 unit of Flame Demon Heart, plus 10,000 gold coins. Hearing the recruitment conditions mentioned by Iris, Zhu Zhao couldn't help but smile bitterly. Sure enough, the recruitment conditions for exclusive troops can't be that simple. It's different from the barracks recruitment, which only requires gold coins. Although the built-in troops can be recruited without building a barracks, there is no time limit for recruiting troops in the barracks. But it requires special resources or other restrictions. Gold coins are not a problem. Zhu Zhao knows that the Flame Demon Heart can be exploded when fighting the 8th level Flame Demon in his previous life. Although the monster level is high, it's not a big problem to have a black dragon. The key is the Dragon Blood Stone. Nothing related to the Dragon Clan is simple. I asked Iris where to get the Dragon Blood Stone. Lord, wherever the dragons fight or die, there may be Dragon Blood Stones. Dragon Blood Stones are special minerals generated by dragon blood. Zhu Zhao really knew where the dragons fought or died, and it was inside the Kunlun Mountains. This is an ancient battlefield, and many top-level soldiers, such as dragons, angels, and titans, have fought or died here. Thinking of this, Zhu Zhao no longer struggled. As long as he knew where to get these special resources, perhaps it won't be long before he will have a high-level army to fight for him. Chapter 10 I send you 365 blessings. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Suddenly Zhu Zhao seemed to think of something, glanced at the black dragon, and asked Iris again. You said dragon's blood irrigates. If you add some blood to the black dragon and irrigate the stone, will it turn into a dragon's blood stone? Iris. Black dragon ouch, ouch, ouch. Okay, just kidding to liven up the atmosphere. Don't worry, your contribution is great enough today, I won't bleed you. Zhu Zhao listened to the black dragon's anxious howling and quickly comforted him. Iris, who has been upgraded to the SSS template, although the current damage is not as high as the black dragon, it is still level 1 after all and will grow. I believe it will not take long to surpass the black dragon, but I took another look at my attribute template. It was terrible, but I was almost at level 10, lords can change jobs after level 10, by then, he should be the first player to change jobs in the National Lord strategic map. I hope the rewards from the dog system can give him some strength. I looked at the time and saw that it was already the second day. It was already evening when we fed the troops yesterday. If you don't dare and can't delay, you can be a few days ahead of other players. You have to seize the time, level up, find resources, and find special resources to recruit Fire Dragon Mages, and try to widen the gap even further. What a tiring life. Suddenly it occurred to me that the cooling time of the Black Dragon Heart in the backpack should be over. When I took it out and took a look, it turned out that I could get the second unit for free. I didn't say anything, so I quickly recruited it. With Zhu Zhao's recruitment, another unit of level 14 Black Dragons was recruited. There are 2 units of Black Dragons. Zhu Zhao named the Black Dragon he rode as Black Dragon number 1, and the other one as Black Dragon number 2. From now on, the names will be arranged in this order. I originally wanted to ride a dragon with Iris, but now that I have recruited another one, I thought about it and decided not to do it, otherwise it would seem too eager. After resting for a while in the cave, all the soldiers recovered their physical strength. Let's go, level up, and find new resource points. Zhu Zhao gave the order, and he and Iris each took a black dragon and set off. Zhu Zhao took the hungry wolf warriors and the cavemen out of the cave and headed towards the gathering place of the Balrogs. In his memory, he has decided to recruit a level 10 Fire Dragon Mage, get a material first, and then look for the Dragon Blood Stone. Practice leveling by the way. Along the way, Iris also showed her due style as an SSS level hero. When Encountering a group of monsters, Iris, riding a black dragon, flew directly over the battlefield. With the release of the skill of Fire Dragon Explosion, the fire dragon composed of fire elements passed over the monsters' heads, causing massive damage and a continuous burning effect. Then it detonated in the air. After the fire dragon was detonated, it turned into pieces of fire rain and fell down, causing secondary damage to the enemies within the attack range below. The black dragon's breath can only fall on monsters that are lucky enough not to be within the attack range. With such a violent output hero, Zhu Zhao's experience points were rising steadily, and he soon reached level 9 and headed towards level 10. About 2 hours later, Zhu Zhao and his large troops finally arrived at a volcano in the Kunlun Mountains. The scorching heat made Zhu Zhao sweat a lot and his whole body was sticky. No way, it's too hot. Fortunately, it is a game, and the player's physique has been enhanced. If this happened in reality, next to the volcano, I don't know how hot it would be. Zhu Zhao decided to leave the hungry wolf warriors and cavemen outside, facing the 8th level Balrog. These low-level units were of no use at all. At this time, Iris, number 2 riding the black dragon, asked. Lord, there is some danger inside, why don't you stay outside? That's not possible. How can I let you take risks alone? I must accompany you. After saying that, Zhu Zhao looked at Iris with a moved face, but had another thought in his mind: if you don't follow along, how can you gain experience? But you can't say this directly, as it will affect your feelings. Besides, he was also worried about Iris, so there was nothing wrong with saying that, and he waved his hands. Let's go in. After saying that, he rode on Black Dragon 1 and flew in first. In fact, there is nothing to worry about. Don't forget that the Black Dragon is immune to magic. There will be no other dangers except that it may be hotter. After all, the Balrog is a long-range magic weapon. For the Black Dragon, it is completely a one-sided killing. Entering the volcano, the light suddenly becomes fiery red, and the temperature also increased a lot, and the smell of sulfur filled the air. Groups of fire demons also appeared in sight. Balam, level 8, long-range legal arm, level 2. Race, hell. HP, 5000. Defense, 100. Damage per second, 300. Speed, 8. Skill, fire element affinity, increases fire magic damage by 30%, reduces fire magic damage by 30%, flame spray, mobilizes the power of fire elements in the body to shoot at the enemy, causing 150% damage, and additional burning damage. Damn, the damage received from fire magic is actually reduced by 30%. Fortunately, Iris's talent can increase fire damage by 100%, otherwise the speed of clearing monsters will be greatly reduced. Soon Iris magic was released, and with the fall of the fire dragon, although the 8th level troops could no longer be dropped in seconds, the Balrog could not withstand the sustained damage for long. I don't know why Iris' skill, the additional fire damage, has an effect on the Balrog. If the dog system says yes, then there must be a reason for it. The fire demon's skills focused on Black Dragon number 2, but it was useless because the Black Dragon was immune to magic. The fire demon could only passively take the beating. After the Black Dragon spitted twice, it did not fly down to fight, but flew in the air with Iris, go to where there are more monsters, and change places after releasing skills. If Iris is not strong enough, she will rest for a while, and then continue to release the skill Fire Dragon Explosion. Zhu Zhao can only watch the fun on the back of Black Dragon number 1, however, Black Dragon number 1 also added 2 old spit from time to time. Soon, waves of fire demons were burned to death by continuous damage. Although most of the experience was gained by Iris, the remaining small part of the experience was enough for Zhu Zhao, who was a salted fish, to upgrade. A ray of light flashed. System prompt: congratulations to the player for reaching level 10. The job transfer function is enabled, and players can freely transfer jobs. System prompt: congratulations to the first player to reach level 10. A special reward of SSS Hidden Career Template and Advanced Resource Package, world announcement is being generated. Do you want to hide your name? No. World announcement. 3 world announcements sounded in succession. After Zhu Zhao heard the system prompt, He was instantly intoxicated as if he heard the most beautiful music in the world. He is worthy of being the godfather of the system. Whatever you want, you get it. And every time, he will thoughtfully attach a high-level resource package. At present, Zhu Zhao has 2 in his backpack with this package. Put your hands together and thank you again. Godfather of the system, I wish you good health and all the best. By the way, I have composed a song for you. The name is called I Send You 365 Blessings. I will sing it to you when I have time. I knew that the first player to reach level 10 would get a reward, but I didn't expect the reward to be so generous. Looking at the glittering SSS career template in the backpack, it was actually a hidden career template. He is worthy of being the godfather of the system. If there is a reward next time, I will definitely write a song of 365 blessings to my godfather.